747, Cassandra O'Neal knew she had a gift for music by the age of 3.
And she got her big break in the industry back in 1991, went on to work with such artists as Pink, Mary J. Blige, and the one and only Prince.
Hallelujah. She is here to perform for us this morning. So good morning, welcome back. It's good to see you.
Good morning.
We actually met Cassandra back when Prince was in town doing that long stand at the United Center.
Yes.
That was the first time we saw you.
Yes.
So we gotta ask, because you were one of the first people I thought of when Prince passed away earlier this year.
Yes.
As somebody who's worked with him, how does that feel? I mean, him not being on this planet.
Even now, it just feels unreal. It feels like at any moment I'm going to get that call saying, we have a flight for you, come to Paisley, you know? But, you know, that you get knocked back into reality, like it's not happening. It's not going to happen. And when I would hear his songs in the store or in Starbucks or something, it would mean he was going to call.
Right.
So now when I hear it, it means something totally different.
His legacy obviously lives on, and people like you and other musicians, what tangible things can you point to, that things that he taught you that you're able to carry on as a musician today?
So many. We'd be here forever because it changes from day to day to day. One of the main things that he taught me was that you cannot be sorry for being a perfectionist. You cannot be sorry about that. There's nothing wrong with knowing what you want and executing it and not letting up until you get it right.
We just saw that. Right. She was talking to her guitar player. She was like, no, get the A. Yeah. And he was like, boo, boo. And I was like, ooh. But you got it, boo. You got it. It's okay. It's okay. But you teach now, too.
I do.
So tell us what you're working on now and how you've moved in your music career.
Well, I am a full-time student at the, what is it called now? The New School of Jazz and Contemporary Music in New York City.
Oh, wow.
And this is, I'm supposed to be I guess I'm a senior now. And so in the course of that, I started teaching. After Prince passed away, I had to kind of figure out some things, and it's like, okay, what else can I do? Let's teach.
Right.
So I put it out there, and people were contacting me via email and Periscope and all of that. And I have 14 students, and I call them my cousins, the Cuzzies. And it's a network, it's a covenant, it's a wonderful haven for students to, you know, they communicate with one another, and they post, you know, photos and videos of each other playing, and it's really cool. I do piano and vocal of all ranges of levels, from beginner all the way to advanced. So it's been really cool, and they're great. I love them.
Go ahead. I was just gonna say, like, with teaching anyone anything, we got so many questions. So, like, teaching, I mean, I imagine from your students, when they are learning stuff, you learn stuff along the same way when you work with them one-on-one.
I do. The thing is teaching is you're learning as you're teaching, because you're learning according to each student how to get certain things out of them. The same technique that you would use for one, you don't use for the other. So again, it's just one ongoing cycle. And Prince really hammered that into us when we were with him. You know, he's like, you know, after this is all done, teach.
Interesting, because that was kind of his mission, and I noticed that a theme through, because I follow a lot of you and a lot of you know, MPG online and stuff, and everybody talks about it, even as they perform, how they're spreading his. So I guess he is still alive in a way, because you guys are keeping that alive.
That's the whole point. That's the whole point.
But are we going to hear some recorded music from you soon?
Yes.
Okay.
The song I'm performing today is called Agree, written by O'Dane Wilby, a friend of mine, and myself. And it was actually a song that he had written for his wife. And they weren't married yet. And he sang it for me, and I'm single. And so for me, it's kind of like my hope song. You know, a lot of relationships don't last because people don't communicate, because they don't agree. So the song talks about agreeing and just, you know, having that same mindset. If you're willing to go with me on this journey, then I'm willing to go. Let's take each other's hand and let's do it.
Make a whole album about that, girl. It will sell out, because people feel that. Well, hopefully, I'm glad that you've gotten to the point now that you are performing again and are recording and stuff. Because Because I'm sure Prince would have wanted it that way too. He didn't teach y'all for nothing.
Oh no, not at all. And that was the great thing about the MPG is all of us, if you take us singularly, we were all great artists in our own right. So so new music is coming. This is going to be a great year.
Awesome.
I'm looking forward to it.
I'm glad you're going to perform for us coming up. If you want to keep up with everything that Cassandra's doing, go to her Facebook page, Cassandra.O'Neal. And when we come back, she's performing live for us. You and me will be right back.